Kindness has a ripple effect because it starts with you. Saying, I like your dress or I love your hair to a random stranger on the street has more power than you think because it will make them feel better about themselves and they might pass it on to another person, which is the ripple effect I'm referring to. This video is inspired by an essay I wrote on my Substack and Medium, which was inspired by an interaction I had one morning on my way to work with a girl. We entered the first bus together, right? We were sitting beside each other. I didn't take much notice to her because I was reading a book. But when we got out from the bus and we're walking towards the bus stop, I take two buses to work. I noticed her and I was like, "Whoa, she looks good." And we were dancing around each other for about 30 minutes at that bus stop. It was a typical morning in Lagos, and I left my house with late, so the blame is on me, right? Now, I was tormented just being around her, constantly seeing her passing each other. Either we go to the left side or to the right side, she was always there, like 2 feet away from me or something. And I was just like, I need to tell this girl that she looks good because it was tormenting me. I really needed to get it off my chest, but I couldn't. I felt shy. Luckily for me, I boarded the same bus as her, and she was sitting in front of me. I wanted to sit down beside her, but I was like, that would be too weird. That would be too weird because we have been dancing around each other at the bus stop. So I sat down behind her, and I was looking at her, and I was like, nah, I really need to tell this girl this stuff before we get down from the bus because I didn't know where she was going to get down, and I wanted to get back to my book. So what I did was that I wrote it on my phone in my notes app, and I increased the size of the font. And I showed it to her. I had to tap her to get her attention and show it to her. It would have been weirder for me if I had to tap her just to tell her because they were like the bus was full. It felt weird. So I just passed it to her and she was like, thank you. I can't remember whether or not she smiled. And I can't even remember anything about that day aside that, but I know that it felt nice for me to finally get the compliment off my chest. And it did feel a little bit strange, I'm not going to lie. Well, that's by the way. Look, it got even more weird because we got on at the same bus stop and we walked in the same direction. Thankfully, I had to enter my office and that was it. If we were walking in the same place, it would have been even more strange because I would have been like, how come I've never seen her before? But that wouldn't have been the basis for a friendship, right? Now, I felt scared telling her the compliment. I felt tormented. But the question is, do I regret it? Actually, no, I do not regret it. It was weird and it was awkward, but I got it off my chest. It was good to finally get it off my chest. And the time we spent dancing around each other was pure torture because I needed to tell her. I needed to tell her. And it made me also think about how many people hold back a compliment to every other person that they see. How many people let someone pass by them without giving them the compliment? You see someone on the streets, you're mesmerized by the way they move or by their outfits, and you just let them pass.
Huh?
Make it make sense. Now, the question is it necessary to give a compliment? Yes. Yes, it is necessary. I think it's necessary. I think it's proper to give compliments. I think it's necessary to give compliments to people for the sake of preserving your sanity and to help you loosen up. I'm an uptight person. So when it comes to giving people compliments, I might shy away from it, but I do finally feel free when I give them the compliments. And I don't think I'm the only person who relates to the tightening sensation in the chest when you want to tell somebody something, especially if it's something good. I don't think I'm the only person who relates to how tightening it feels, how it feels like, oh, something is going to go wrong if I tell this person a compliment. What if they don't receive it properly? What if I'm not responded? Well, what if I don't get a response? What if they just snub me? Well, please, life is too short. Give more compliments. People are out there second guessing their life choices. I know there have been days that I will be second guessing my outfit choice. I'm very sure everybody here has second guessed their outfit choice one way or the other. People are out there struggling with their self confidence and double thinking, or whether they even want to go back and change their outfits. But you don't know how far a compliment is going to go for them. You don't know how far it's going to go. And it's not just about their appearance alone. This might be on a deeper level. Now, this applies to people that you know on a personal level, right? It might also be on a deeper level in the sense that you might tell somebody that I love how you think. I love how intelligent you are. I love how put together you are. And you can always tell them that you admire their sense of humor or their calmness or their intelligence. But when it comes to giving compliments to strangers, I don't think you should hold back. Life is too short. Life is hard. People are powering through every single phase of their life, every single day of their life for you to be holding back a compliment. Yes, you're also going through a lot. I'm not even disputing that fact. I'm going to agree that you're also going through a lot. But giving somebody a compliment would actually hit harder than you think. And besides, when it comes to giving somebody a compliment based on how they look, their appearance, it always makes their day better. Now, another example is when I was in a bus with a guy and I like the way he smelled. I was in the bus before, then he boarded the bus sat beside me. I was reading a book. But the moment he sat beside me, I sighed and hit my head off because his perfume was really, really good. I can't remember what it smelled like or anything, but I remember how it made me feel. And it turned to me, he was probably wondering that why did she react that way. I just looked at him and said, "You smell really, really good." I could see him beam. He smiled and said thank you. I was like, yeah, you're welcome. And that was it. That was all the interaction we had. I went back to my book. He went back to his phone and Johnny went on. So when it was time for him to come down at his destination, he told me bye. And I felt good telling the person bye, telling him bye too. I also felt sad because he had to go because of his perfume. Well, that's by the way. What I'm saying is that the reaction I gave him and the compliment I gave him definitely made his day better. Honestly, it even looked good. It looked fly as well. I'm not even going to dispute. I could tell he was a creative by the way he dressed. And the way he smelled was really, really good because if you live in Lagos, you know how many people walk around with body odor. So having somebody who smells that good sit beside me in a public bus inside a downfall, it meant a lot to me. I know it meant a lot more to me than a compliment was to him, but I had to tell him. I felt good. I got something from the giving him a compliment. I felt good. I felt better telling him that it was amazing, and it even made me feel more better knowing that he was happy to hear it. Now, I may not be a master of social interaction. I'm the most awkward person. I'm not a master of social interaction by any ways. But I know that giving compliments is something that we should all start doing. There is so much negativity around in the world. So many people are struggling. So many people are having so many thoughts running through their heads, even you, even me. But we should try to spread a little bit of positivity everywhere we go, in any way we can. Spread more positivity, make someone's day better. It's tricky. It's tricky because you'll be like, who is going to make my day better? Like I said, kindness has a ripple effect. It will start with you. They might pass it on to another person. But one day, it might not be that same day. One day, your compliments will get back to you. Somebody is going to tell you a compliment, give you a compliment. Everything does not have to be about you. Sometimes you have to learn how to give back to the community, how to give back to the world, how to give back to people. And I feel like it even makes life easier to navigate. Sometimes feeling better about something means that you have to give somebody a compliment. Sometimes feeling better about your life means that you have to make somebody else feel better. Thank you for watching my video. If you like this video, feel free to subscribe and share this with your friends. I'm hoping to be more consistent with my videos. And yes, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.